Hello everyone and welcome to the Merry Critmas event. We have Red Dragon Emperor against Nitro. Nitro just won a tournament previously where he beat Zero in the finals. So it'll be interesting to see. The Merry Critmas event is a special festive event which there's no perfect guards, no sentinels allowed, and no heal triggers. So it's very interesting to see what decks will come up and come around. And it looks like both players are using Murakumo. And we've just went into the very first turn. So there's a Stealth Fiend Oboro, which obviously can't counterblast because he has no counterblasts, so he can't use its skill. This card here is Counterblast 1, so look at the top 5 for grade 3, I believe. Yes. And this is the Stealth Rogue Raid Chain, which he got, so he gets to check the top 7 for a Magatsu Storm or a Magatsu Gale. And there we go, he gets the grade 2. So it's interesting, we're going for different tactics here. And here's a Shiryuki, which is going to be very strong, because in a format where no one's allowed to play any perfect guards, you can still use Shiryukis to lower the opponent's attack. Oh, there's a nice draw trigger. Very good. What's he using as a draw trigger? Is that Magatsu? Mandala Lord, yeah. Magatsu Storm is the other triple rare. That isn't even triple rare, that's double rare. I feel you've seen that. So it's interesting different playstyles of Murakumo. The advantage of not using the Raid Chain allows you to use additional grade 2s and 3s. So as we see here, there's the 10k vanilla. And there's this one, which allows you to check top 5. Oh, there's a second Shiryuki, and an SP one at that. That's very nice. Very festive, very Christmassy. I approve of that. Very pleasing. This one here is only when the attack hits that this checks for Magatsu. Mandala Lord even. I keep getting Magatsu and Mandala mixed up. And that will allow him to check top 5. I see he's playing the 10k vanillas. Oh, I forgot what the name is. The recent SP event, the V-Idols. Or VTubers. I think her name is Shusui. Okay then, he's still continuing with Raid Chain. Well, obviously he got the grade 2 in the last one. Oh, there we go. That's the Kagebushin no Jutsu. Which is Shadow Clone Jutsu. Oh, that's nice SP grade 2. And there's the 4th. That's very interesting. So it looks like Nitro is playing draws and stand triggers. And there's the 3rd Shiryuki. Oh, that's very good. So Red Dragon Emperor isn't aware of this, but Nitro has 3 Shiryukis in hand, which is very strong. However, Shiryuki only activates on Limit Break 4. So if he gets double crit, then it won't go well for him. It's a very nice card. Unfortunately, I can't get to see its full art. And there's a 10k vanilla. Very good. Interesting that he didn't call the 9k. He's preserving his hand. Oh, no triggers, that's unfortunate. And he's decided to put Red Dragon Emperor on the 4 damage, which will allow him to activate Limit Bricks. And this is where it comes down to it, folks. Because there's no perfect guards and there's no heal triggers. Oh, there's the Megatsu Storm. The actual Megatsu Storm, as opposed to the fake Megatsu Storm from earlier. And it's SP as well. There's a lot of SPs going around, I've noticed. Oh, that was a mistake, because that's now put Nitro on Limit Break 4, which means he can activate those Shiryukis, which he will use. Oh, and he had a Persona Blast. Wow. Well, let's see what Red Dragon Emperor is going to call. Minus 1000 attack isn't going to get through. And I guess he does have the defense. He's going to use the Shiryuki again. But he now has the 2 front row grade 2s to defend himself. And there's an Obero that could help. Is he going to ride? That's the question. He chose not to. He must have been weighing up his options. Let's see what's left in his deck. There's 1 Shiryuki left in his deck and he has 2 Mandala Lords. So, but I think he wanted the Mandala Lords as the rearguard. He must be thinking that he really needs to win this match this turn. Otherwise he'd have maybe called the grade 2. Or maybe he's just hoping for a critical trigger. Although he's playing stands and draws. Oh well, if he has a stand trigger, yeah, that does the same basis. Oh, he drew into a stand trigger. That's unfortunate. Is he going to get summoned? Oh, if he hadn't drawn that stand trigger, he'd got that instead. And 16 plus 6 is 22, which would have hit over the Megatsu Storm. And as there's no perfect guards and no heal triggers, that would have guaranteed victory. That was unlucky. Okay, so let's see what Red Dragon Emperor is going to do here. I think he must know that he has to win this turn. Which he should be able to do. So there he's got the 20k column. So an 18 column, 20k column and 22k column. So he should win. Regardless. Yep. Even if he has no triggers, even if Nitro did hit a trigger, Red Dragon Emperor could still manage to win this game. And there we have it. So this is best of 3. So hopefully they're just going to go right back into the game. It's what they're supposed to do. We'll see if they do. They are allowed to swap decks, so we'll see if they do. I was just going to stick with the current decks. Be interesting to see. It looks like they're keeping with the same decks. Oh, Paleman. Nitro decided to swap over to Paleman. Very interesting. Could be a very good choice, actually. Especially if you can get off multiple attacks. Red Dragon Emperor has the grade 1 and grade 3 of the right chain, but it doesn't the grade 2, which you can search off the grade 1 effect. My voice dying a little bit there. Oh, very, very close. So, this could actually be very intelligent. There's... Did we get it? Yes. This grade 2 is when it's retired by your opponent's... like during your opponent's turn, you can call it from soul to the same rearguard circle, so it gives them that extra level of defense. Lots of people using very new tactics, since this is a completely new format that I invented, just off of the pun of Merry Critmas. Yeah, that stand trigger would have been useful if you had a rearguard, but unfortunately he did not. Let's see where Nitro goes from here. If he can ride... Oh, I was going to say if he can ride another one of those grade 2s, he'll put him in a very strong position. So a lot of soul, but I don't think any of it completely helps him. Oh, that's a nice critical trigger. It's going to be some good, strong early damage. But unfortunately that isn't going to hit. It's only 21. But yeah, the Red Dragon Emperor did need to hit at least one trigger there to survive that. Narkumo is very good for just being able to generate a lot of cards, a lot of advantage. Whether it's hand advantage or whether it's field advantage, it's still all advantage. Well, now Red Dragon Emperor is going to have to hit a trigger in order to hit. There's no trigger. But that was probably still the correct move. This is the only problem with Murakumo, is it does leave you open to attacks. So this could be where Nitro really takes advantage of that. That is very nice. It's a very, very strong card, the Vilcure. Silverthorn Dragon Tamer. So I'll just take a look at it. Limit break 4, can't blast 2, call up to 1 grade of 0 to 3. So it can just create an entire field. But it calls 4 rearguards, not 5, obviously. So Red Dragon Emperor is going to have to do a lot of damage here in this turn. or he's going to have to decide to just not put the opponent on 4 damage. He's going to have options here. He's going to call the grade 2s to rearguard circles. Yep, just for the defense. Well, if Red Dragon Emperor hits a double critical here, then this could just be game. Yeah, he won't. Didn't even hit 1 trigger, far less double. But it does keep him on only 3 damage. So it means that Liqueur can't get off her skill. Which, considering Nitro only has 3 cards in hand, could be very much to the advantage of the Red Dragon Emperor here. So now the Liqueur is going to have to rely on hitting a critical trigger to win this game. So if Liqueur hits a critical trigger here, then the game is over. Oh, no trigger, so only 5 damage. That means that Red Dragon Emperor is still in here with a chance. He does have another 2 grade 2s in hand. This has been quite unlucky for Nitro, I'd say, because his soul only contains 1 of the Dreamy Fortress. And normally you want to get as many Dreamy Fortress into your soul as possible, and then call a Dreamy Fortress to the rearguard circle, and just loop them so that it's impossible for the opponent to hit you. Did he not realise that it had 8,000 attack versus 9? That mistake could absolutely cost him the match here. And he has now put Nitro on 4 damage, which means we're going to see the Liqueur's effect this turn. And I believe that that will be game, because the 2 columns will be able to take out the rearguards, and Liqueur by herself can hit Megatsu's run, and there's no heals. Yep, he knows. He knows that he absolutely has the victory. I feel he might have just been riding the Liqueur over Liqueur for the fun of it. And Soul Charge again? Oh, right, okay. There was Poltergeist that was called, not the other one. My mistake. There we go. And now Soul Charge again. And Alice is very, very good for dealing multiple attacks. And also Alice can just bring out the Dreamy Fortress, which guarantees that there's going to be defense. If he did hit a second Dreamy Fortress, he still hasn't. My goodness. Blasting 2 again? My goodness. Oh, he wants to get off the effect to put a Dreamy Fortress into Soul. Surely he has to hit 1 by now. There we go. There is the defense. But he has absolute victory guaranteed at this point. So that is 1 each. We are now into the tiebreaker, the 3rd round. It'll be interesting to see what decks they both decide to go for. Looks like Red Dragon Emperor has left. There we go, he's come back. And we can view fight. That was me looking away for a second there. Okay, I am finished being distracted. And there's 2 Dreamy Fortress in the opening hand, which is very, very strong for Nitro. Interesting. Ah, that's unfortunate. There's no Dreamy Fortresses in there. But yep, that's the best choice to go for out of those. The proper trapezes will allow him to rotate through his cards. Get off an additional attack. With the use of Alice. If he draws into it. Seems to be an awful lot of stalling here. It's the 10k that goes to 12k. That's what this is. I didn't recognise what this card was. This is the Soul Charge, the Dreamy Fortresses you already know, the Protection, and the 10k Vanilla. A very solid, very strong deck. Nitro definitely seems to know his stuff. He is a newcomer to the channel, but he seems to be well versed in Vanguard, having won other tournaments elsewhere. Once again, giving me my connection is unstable, which is lies because my connection is completely fine. It is perfect. We had this problem earlier. In respect, we had it earlier in a video that I didn't upload. So, yes, when we did round 1, we had the same problem, and that video was basically thrown out. Okay, it looks like they've fixed themselves. Looks like Red Dragon Emperor's went into the right chain. Seems to be an incredible amount of unnecessary stalling here. I guarantee everyone that the connection issue is not a problem with me. My internet is more than capable. Well, we didn't see what the drive check was, but we did see there was 1 damage. Once again, for everyone at home, this is a best of 3 double elimination tournament, of which the winner will get 2 of each gift marker from our Cardfight 0 tournaments. Golden Lion Tamer, or Golden Beast Tamer even, it's the next best thing you can have to look here. It's an interesting choice. So unfortunately it's 10k. There's a critical trigger. Trying to remove this bit from the screen. It's very much on refusal. There we go. Jeez. So it was a liqueur critical. That's it. And obviously the 15 doesn't hit. Because Red Dragon Emperor got a critical and regular card, so increased by 15. So even one trigger would have been sufficient, but having two cards was obviously more in his face. But the 10k vanilla does stand there as a defensive option, which means that Red Dragon Emperor is going to have to hit over that 10k. And there's the Shadow Clone Jutsu, the Kagebushi no Jutsu. He has to use the boost in order to hit over that, and now the 9k rear guard. And that's a good defensive trigger. This is only going by 16, so Red Dragon Emperor is going to have to require to hit a trigger once again. No triggers. And now one of the grade 2s will go to his hand, and the other goes to, is it Soap? Or bottom of the deck? I've forgotten. Oh right, and Banish. The one gets removed from game. So the Golden Pistol allows you to call a Chimera from your soul, which is it all? Alright, all 4 roll regards get plus 3000. Ah, okay, that's quite cool. And it's Cow Blast 2? No, Soul Blast 2, so good Wizard Strength. Must be choosing which two to remove. Let's keep the starting Vanguard and the purple pieces. I think perhaps calling the Dream Fortress was maybe a mistake, but it may be a forced. Wow, okay, well there you just won the game because there's no heal trigger. And just getting that double critical there. Actually, one critical would have been enough. My goodness. Well, that was very interesting. I apologise, I was distracted quite a bit during that that match. We also have a chat open for the tournament, and I was reading some of the comments in there from the other side of the tournament, wins and losses and such. So that is it. Nitro goes through into the next round. Red Dragon Emperor is still in it because it's double elimination, and we'll see if we see him near the finals. So hope you all enjoyed, and we shall see you in the next round.